Drake do to this? He's that mad.
Yo, I know Kendrick won the battle, but it looks like he may be winning the war also. It was just announced Kendrick Lamar is headlining Super Bowl 59 halftime show on February 9th. Big as the what? Obviously not as big as the Super Bowl. And the crazy thing is that the Grammys take place February 2nd. What if Kendrick wins a Grammy also? Don't tell me we about to witness a Drake slaughter on one of the biggest American events. And not because of the Swifties. Now, Drake fans are working overtime to make sure this doesn't happen. OVO Mal was insinuating that Drake was unbothered by it. You know how many times we heard about Drake being unbothered throughout this beef? Mal even said that Drake has turned down the Super Bowl a couple of times. Right, a person like Drake does not turn down a Super Bowl halftime show. You know why? Because numbers go up. And if Drake cares about being number one, and we know he does, you don't turn down a Super Bowl halftime show. Drake is gonna have to lock himself in the closet to avoid this one. Kendrick is about to be performing on one of the biggest stages in the world. Kendrick has a way of leaving people clueless of what he's going to do next. He's not predictable at all like a Drake is, but he did something we all didn't expect. Kendrick had to get some things off his chest and released a new record on his IG. People went crazy saying, I thought Kendrick didn't want a round two. In this song, some lyrics that stood out to me was when he said, influencers talk down because I'm not with the basic shit. They don't hate me, they hate the man I represent. When I hear that, I think about people like Aiden Ross who disrespect Kendrick on live and reacting to his Super Bowl announcement.
What the deal, everybody? My name Kendrick Lamar, and I'll be performing at Super Bowl 59. Will you be pulling up?
No.
I hope so. You know it's only one opportunity to win a championship. No round twos. Let's get it.
I'll be watching it off Stream East.
He also said the radio personality pushing propaganda for salary. Let me know when they turn up as a casualty. I want agony, assault and battery. When Kendrick dropped this song, academics as usual was not fair and balanced. He has all the excuses in the world for Drake, but never fair to Kendrick. But the people see right through it. Kendrick does not like the state of hip hop. There's no substance in the music anymore. I do not believe Kendrick is trying to re-engage in a round two with Drake. I believe he's just reflecting on the beef, even though he was definitely talking about Drake in some of these verses. Kendrick doesn't like the industry, and because who he is as a man, the industry is unfavorable to him. Kendrick wants to see hip hop in a better place instead of all this degeneracy. When it was announced that Kendrick would be headlining the Super Bowl halftime show, it started another rap war, and we all know Lil Wayne wanted to headline. He's been saying it for a while now, especially given the fact it'd be held in New Orleans, his hometown.
What you do to Super Bowl? Duh. I gotta ask. It's a question, Wayne. I know the answer, but I gotta ask you.
Of course, the Super Bowl is in New Orleans. I think it's in 2025 or something like that.
He's doing it.
I'm not sure. I'm not
Wayne,
sure.
come on, man. Say it, Wayne.
Sure what shit. I don't. They know. I will not lie to you. I have not got a call.
Hey Jay, like but I'm camera folk, Jay.
But we all praying. You know, we praying. We keeping our fingers crossed. I'm working hard. I'm gonna make sure this next album and everything I do is killer. So I'm gonna make it very hard for them to. I want to just make it hard for them not to holler at the boy.
This was the move by Jay-Z. Jay-Z and Rock Nation partnered with the NFL to be co-producers of the Super Bowl halftime show. And apparently, Jay-Z had the option to let Lil Wayne headline, but didn't. Jay-Z came out and said this about Kendrick. His deep love for hip-hop and culture informs his artistic vision. He has had an unparalleled ability to define and influence culture globally. Kendrick's work transcends music and his impact will be felt for years to come. The way Kendrick has been moving and the untitled record he dropped on his IG, it makes sense. Kendrick had to let us know he doesn't like the current state of hip hop. And to go back to what he said when he announced his halftime performance, he said rap music is still the most impactful genre to date. I'll be there to remind the world why. They got the right one. When Kendrick says this, and with his untitled record releasing, he's not just talking about rappers like Sexy Red. He's talking about personalities like academics who is in the culture and does no good for it. Dog, Kendrick is putting up LeBron numbers in 2016 finals versus the Warriors in this beef. However, some of Lil Wayne's associates didn't take too kindly to Lil Wayne not headlining the Super Bowl halftime show, and they had a full crash out on social media. Nicki Minaj had a lot to say. She said, denying a young black man what he rightfully put into the game for no reason but your ego, your hatred for Birdman, Drake, and Nicki got you punishing Lil Wayne, and then she goes on to mention how Eminem stood up for 50 Cent to have him on the show. Because it was alleged that Jay-Z didn't want 50 Cent to do the halftime show with Dr. Dre and Eminem. However, Eminem didn't want to do it unless 50 Cent did it with him. Eminem and 50 Cent have a good relationship. 50 was signed under Aftermath. Jay-Z and Lil Wayne aren't even close like that. Neither is him and Kendrick. She continues to go on to say, God forbid Lil Wayne was to leave this earth right now. The culture would be in mourning. That's why so many people keep saying to give our legends their flowers while they're still around to smell them. Sitting around all day playing games with people's life and legacy, God ain't sleep. And XU said the first rapper to headline the Super Bowl halftime show needed to be someone who would represent the art to its highest degree. That's not Lil Wayne in 2024. Nicki didn't like that comment and she responded saying, God will punish you. Mark my words, the man has not only pushed his pen the hardest, but he gave the game more than one rap hip hop icon. The best rapper don't represent the rap game well enough for you? Black people. Wow. If this doesn't hurt your heart to read, it will one day. Look at how our legends keep being treated after they've given us so much. Who are you? You God? Judgmental swine? Delete. LOL, you will regret tweeting this. Life is funny that way. Don't you dare turn your nose up at Lil Wayne. I don't understand anything Nicki says. Why does she always have to use black people like a Batman signal? Dun, 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 dun. Well, as long as we're speaking of a bird, Birdman responded saying, these dudes put YMCMB, I'm making these dudes respect us on Gladys. Oh damn, he about to up the 9 like he did on the Breakfast Club.
Y'all finished or y'all done? I ain't got no more talk.
Calm down, Jamal. Don't pull out the 9.
Birdman and Nicki weren't the only ones tripping on the internet. Now, if you're a Lil Wayne fan, it makes sense. But Drake fans who just want to see Kendrick take an L, you people are losers, get a grip, move on with your lives. But some people are saying just because Kendrick had a #1 hit, this is why he's performing. Lil Wayne is a legend. You can't be mad at Kendrick though. What's he supposed to do, turn it down? Then Jay-Z would have probably got Sexy Red. Nah, I'm just playing. Lil Boosie had to make sure he added his 2 cents in saying, all y'all acting like y'all cool with how they playing it for the Super Bowl? Shake my head, the most cultural city in the USA is a smack in the face to every hip hop legend from Louisiana. This shows they never wanted y'all to kick in the door in the first place, cause they trying to lock it. Super Bowl 22 was in Cali, and Cali artists was allowed to do their thing. It was a great show, but now it's in Louisiana and Louisiana legends ain't allowed to do their thing. But yo, if you like hip hop and pop culture content, make sure y'all like and subscribe to the channel. Master P, who's one of the most level-headed in this whole thing, he said, salute to Kendrick Lamar for performing at the halftime show after Super Bowl. Well deserved. He's one of the hottest music artists in the world and has one of the greatest songs right now. As ambassador of entertainment in the city of New Orleans, I have to agree with the fans that Lil Wayne should be a part of the celebration as well. He's one of the greatest hip-hop artists alive, still relevant, and he's a New Orleans native. Let's not miss the cultural moment in the South. Life is too short. We have to give our legends their flowers while they're still here. Listen, the NFL doesn't care. They don't just go searching for an artist from that city to perform. Just because Jay did it in Cali in 2022 doesn't mean anything. Look, Lil Wayne is a legend. If they would have chose Lil Wayne, I would have complained, but they didn't. They chose Kendrick. I'm not complaining about that either way. Most people would rather have Kendrick than Wayne anyways. Kendrick is a better performer and doesn't forget his lyrics. So the selective outrage has to stop. That's including Cameron. He made some comments also on this.
So there's no reason why Lil Wayne should not be performing the Super Bowl. It's one person who's stopping this. I know, it's not really a secret. Lil Wayne had a problem with somebody before who's kind of part of the organization running it. This is payback. Who's that? Who's Lil Wayne artist? Drake.
Lil Wayne and Jay-Z has had some issues in the past. Drake has dissed Jay-Z before, and there's been some competitive competition, no doubt. But even if Jay-Z had something against Wayne, I still would disagree that Lil Wayne should perform because he's from New Orleans. Lil Wayne finally came out and spoke for himself, and it was not what I was expecting.
First of all, I want to say forgive me for the delay. The delay, I want to say I had to, first of all, I had to get strength. I had to get strength enough to do this without breaking. I must say thank you. I must say thank you to every voice, every opinion, all the care, all the love and the support out there. Is your words turned into arms and it held me up when I try to fall back. That hurt a lot. You know what I'm talking about, it hurt a whole lot. It broke me, and I'm just trying to put me back together.
Nah, this ain't it. The entitlement is crazy. He didn't even congratulate Kendrick. He was whining the whole time. The Super Bowl is that important for you to release a video like this? I felt like I was watching Joel Embiid cry all over again after watching Kawhi Leonard hit that game winner. This ain't it, dog. Nevertheless, the beef between Kendrick and Drake has people talking still. You know it's big when the news is reporting on it. Kendrick performing at the halftime show has people talking about him more than Taylor Swift. Kendrick keeps doing your favorite rapper wrong. He steps on everybody's moment. He did this to Big Sean, Drake, and now Wayne. I see celebrities being asked about the Kendrick and Drake beef. I just saw 50 Cent being asked about it on The Talk and Usher being asked about it on Kelly and Mark. People are very hyped to see what Kendrick does at the halftime show. But yo, if you like my content, make sure you subscribe and check out my channel. And I'm out. Peace.